All right. How come we can smell alcohol?
What? No, please. I don't mean to piss you off at all.
Pull your feet back in the car.
And please do not tow a car.
Pull your feet back in the vehicle.
Deputy Farrow sat in his patrol car, vigilant and watchful. He was on duty, ready to respond to any situation that might arise. Little did he know, this particular night would unfold into a series of unexpected events. As he scanned the surroundings, two cars caught his attention. They turned from northbound on Seven Springs McMullen Booth, north of where he was stationed. One of those cars was a sleek Mustang, and it seemed like it was playing a curious game of cat and mouse with another vehicle.
Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Deputy Farrow. What's going on tonight?
I literally came home from my boyfriend's birthday party. I wanted to tell my sister I was sober because I was proud of how many days I'd come with AA. She was so mad at me because I didn't text her back throughout the whole party. And so I told her I will literally come to you, prove you I'm sober. I was bawling my eyes out because she didn't believe me and she was so mad at me, but she also suffers from like bipolar disorder. So I was like, I'm going to prove to you I'm sober in a way, but I was so upset about it. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So you didn't have anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
Okay.
I can do a test for you. I can do anything.
Okay. So how come do you normally slur your words?
No, sir.
Okay. What's causing that right now?
I'm not slurring my words.
Yeah, you are. Is that how you speak normally? The way you're talking right now?
Typically,
Okay. Are your eyes normally bloodshot and glassy and watery?
I've been sobbing my eyes out for like 30 minutes. Would you like me to follow a light or do any tests for you?
Okay. I'll have you do that in just a second. But I just want to make sure. Are you not having like a medical condition right now,
No,
are you?
sir.
You don't need an ambulance, don't need fire rescue or nothing like
No.
that? Okay. All right. How come we can smell alcohol?
You smell alcohol?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. What are the cans that are underneath your seat that you were trying to kick back?
They're of alcohol that I bought for my friends at the party
Okay. How'd they make it in your vehicle?
because I had bought them.
Okay. So you bought them, they drank them, and you then put them back in your vehicle?
No. What happened was I put them into like a, I don't know what to call it, like a container.
Okay. So what are the cans of? What kind of
White
alcohol?
Claw.
White Claws? Okay. But you didn't drink any of them tonight?
No, I had.
Okay.
But like earlier.
How
in the
many
day.
did you have tonight?
I only had 2.
Okay. How long ago?
2 hours.
2 hours ago?
Right.
Okay.
Officer then wanted to do a test.
Okay.
Like,
All right, I appreciate that. All right, you want to step outside and I'll check your eyes real quick, okay? You want to step here behind your vehicle? You wearing contacts or anything?
no, sir.
No? Okay.
Farrow instructed her.
Place your feet together just like me. Nope, you can take a step back. Place your feet together, hands down by your side, just like this, okay? What color is this?
Red.
All right. What I want you to do is I want you to follow this light with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head, okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nope, keep your head straight. Just follow with your eyes, okay?
Okay.
Her focus on the light. As the light moved, Farrow guided her.
Nope, keep your head straight. Just follow with your eyes, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna go real slow. Just continue to follow, okay? Keep your hands down by your side for me. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna go up this time, okay? Keep following.
Suddenly, the driver interrupted.
What's the problem? What's up?
Farrow reassured her.
I'm so sorry. I'm literally going to shoot it.
All right, that's okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that you're safe to be driving right now. That's all, okay? All right.
As the light exercise continued, Farrow addressed the inconsistencies he had noticed.
Remember what I told you the first time, right? Because you originally told me you didn't have anything to drink. Then you said you had 2 White Claws, right? I told
But
you.
like
I told.
hours
I know.
earlier,
I know.
Major.
I know. Listen, like I told you, honesty is the best policy right now, okay?
Farrow pressed on.
All right, are you willing to do some more field sobriety exercises?
Yes.
All right, perfect. I just gotta ask you some questions before we do this, okay?
Okay.
Are you sick or injured?
No.
Are you diabetic?
Well, okay, wait. Sorry. When we say sick or injured, I mean I have had COVID the past week.
This past week?
I was confirmed that I had been exposed on Thursday of last week.
Thursday of last week? Okay.
The driver confessed, as Deputy Farrow continued to navigate the delicate conversation.
Okay. But are you currently sick or injured?
Farrow probed, seeking more information.
Stuffy knows I've been taking like cold and allergy medication every day.
She responded, her voice carrying a hint of exasperation. The situation seemed to grow more complex with each passing moment.
Okay. When did you say you were exposed?
Farrow inquired further, trying to piece together the puzzle.
Last Thursday.
She replied, her tone faltering as the weight of the situation sank in.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday?
Farrow echoed, absorbing the timeline.
Have you gotten tested?
No, sir.
Farrow took a moment, stepping away to consult with his fellow officer.
All right, just hang tight 1 sec, okay? I'll be right back, okay? I'll be there in just a second.
He assured the driver before discussing the situation with his colleague. Back at the patrol car, the officers exchanged information and concerns.
Just a heads up, if I go 10-15, I'm going to have to go medical clearance.
One of them commented, reflecting on the unexpected turn of events. The conversation shifted to the driver's potential exposure to COVID-19.
Did she test?
She hasn't tested it. She hasn't tested it.
One officer asked,
She hasn't tested it. She hasn't tested it, but I know that one of the questions they ask you on your on your form when you get to the jail or PAT is, have you been exposed in the last 2 weeks?
the other officer explained, sharing insights into the protocol. Understanding the gravity of the situation, they strategized on how to proceed.
So we're gonna have to transport her ourselves, so I'll have to take her to get medical clearance.
One officer suggested. The driver's possible COVID exposure raised concerns, even though she exhibited no obvious symptoms.
So is she hasn't been, she's not showing any symptoms
Of COVID?
One officer mused, trying to ascertain the potential risks. Despite her assertion of being symptomatic for COVID-19, the officers strictly adhered to protective protocols and proceeded with her arrest. She was then transported to the local station for further evaluation and a breathalyzer test.
Excuse me, ma'am.
What are you gonna do? Over there, y'all walked up on me. I was here first. I don't have to.
You're gonna go to jail.
Get your
Am I clear?
sergeant.
Number 2. In the city of La Crosse, Wisconsin, on a day in April 2022, an officer noticed a vehicle driving against the flow of traffic on a one-way street. The driver of the car was Janine Thomas, and immediately, something seemed amiss. A half-empty bottle of whiskey on the passenger seat caught the officer's attention, and Janine's glassy eyes and the distinct smell of alcohol raised suspicions of possible intoxication.
Excuse me, ma'am.
What are you gonna do?
I want to talk to her.
You just was talking to her over there.
You weren't on a traffic stop. I'm
I
investigating
don't
a traffic
care,
stop.
bro.
Okay, ma'am. Please let me do my job.
Okay, you could be a
Okay.
doctor right there.
Okay. Well,
We need some space,
Okay.
okay?
Don't touch
You don't have the right
Don't
to
touch
obstruct
me.
our traffic stop,
Don't touch
okay?
me.
Or
Okay.
traffic stop, okay?
Your point is what?
out
Don't-
of the vehicle,
don't touch
okay? I'm gonna arrest you.
As the officer engaged Janine in conversation, an uninvolved woman, later identified as Kawana Hollenside, approached the scene and injected herself into the situation. She inquired about the reason for the traffic stop, seemingly challenging the officer's authority.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine, but do you know that this is a one-way street? No. You can't drive against traffic. It's a violation. It's a traffic violation. You can't drive against traffic.
Is that really why you just did this?
Can I have your driver's license, ma'am, please?
Tensions escalated as Kawana protested the stop and accused the officer of not having the right to question Janine. The officer patiently tried to explain the reason for the stop and the importance of maintaining a safe distance from ongoing police activities.
I'm not talking to you, okay?
To interrupt the traffic stop and the questioning of the driver,
Hey, ma'am. Hey,
Don't talk to me.
I'm Sergeant playing the cross, please. I
Cause
just,
he on.
maybe I can help explain it to you.
I
Because
don't
it
need
makes
this
sense.
and give it to him. It ain't even nothing else. He asked her, I was like, what you doing down here? She picking me up.
Well, no,
Where
man,
you
that's-
coming from?
that-
Why does that matter? Like, you her daddy?
No,
You
I'll-
finna ask for her
I'll
social
explain it
next?
to you.
He just said, what are you doing down here? She said, I'm finna
So
pick
that's-
my niece up.
Anytime
He
we
said,
make
where
a-
are you
yeah,
coming
I'll,
from?
I'll explain it to
Why
you.
does that matter?
Every traffic stop an officer makes, we always ask where they're coming from, where they're going to. It's just basic questioning, okay?
amidst the chaos, Janine cooperated with the officer's requests, submitting to sobriety tests and a breathalyzer. The results confirmed her state of intoxication, revealing a blood alcohol level significantly above the legal limit. This finding aligned with the initial suspicion and justified the officer's decision to pull her over. Ultimately, Kawana was placed under arrest for her role in obstructing the investigation, while Janine faced charges related to driving under the influence.
I believe your driving could possibly be impaired by alcohol. I'm going to have you step out and do a couple of tests real quick. Do you have any medical limitations, impairments that affect your ability to walk in balance?
I do have an autoimmune disease.
Disease or whatever it is, does it affect your ability to walk and balance?
Number 3. In a quiet town, a traffic stop unfolded one evening that would lead to a series of events no one could have predicted. A police officer had pulled over a driver, sensing something wasn't quite right about her behavior. The officer, showing concern for the driver's state, asked her to step out of the car to perform sobriety tests. However, as the driver stepped out, she revealed that she had a medical condition called the Shea syndrome, an autoimmune disease similar to lupus. This disease could potentially affect her balance and mobility. The officer took this information into account and proceeded with caution.
Did you find your insurance paperwork?
No, I only have the old one. My dad hasn't sent me a copy of it yet.
Okay. Ma'am, I believe your driving could possibly be impaired by alcohol. I'm going to have you step out and do a couple of tests real quick, see if you're okay to keep driving. Go ahead and step out for me. Do you have any medical limitations, impairments that affect your ability to walk and balance?
I do have an autoimmune disease called Shea syndrome.
Okay.
Yes.
The Shea syndrome?
The Shea syndrome. The last time I was diagnosed, I was about the third person in New Mexico to have it.
Okay.
It's very similar to lupus.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you try these tests as best you can, and we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel comfortable walking in those shoes?
The officer began the field sobriety tests, instructing the driver to stand with her feet together and arms down by her side. He asked her to follow the movement of a pen with her eyes while keeping her head still. Despite her medical condition, the driver did her best to cooperate, but the test didn't appear to be going well. The officer then asked her to count backward from 47 to 32, which she struggled with. Her responses, combined with the officer's observations, led him to believe that her driving might be impaired by alcohol. He decided to give her the option to take a breathalyzer test to determine her blood alcohol concentration, BAC, a requirement in such cases.
You are going to be transported out to MDC where you'll be booked for DWI. You're also going to be booked for failed to maintain a traffic lane, failed to obey a traffic control device, and for not having your proof of insurance in the vehicle. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I gotta make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call once you get processed, booked, photographed, fingerprinted. Okay, turn around for me, hands back behind your back.
However, he explained that in order to take the breath test, he would need to place her under arrest for driving while intoxicated, DUI. Thanks for watching.